comparison, Lambeth Council has the second highest level at more than 17 million. Brent is owed nearly 16 million. Out of London, debts tend to be much less. Oxford is owed £1 million in arrears, Ashford in Kent nearly 800,000 and Slough 770,000.
A public inquiry is to be held into a flood prevention scheme on the Thames. Villagers say a proposed flood channel will cause lasting environmental damage. And that's all from Newsroom South East. We're back tomorrow in Breakfast News. But now here's the weather with Peter Cockcroft.
Good evening, high and dry. Just about sums up the weather over southern Britain for the next few days, all down to this area of high pressure. But this weather front will brush northern parts of Scotland to bring some rain there. Now over the south tonight, I think we're going to find the winds dropping out, certainly in central parts of southern England, hardly any wind at all by the end of the night. And this combined with some holes in the cloud could lead to one or two mist patches in river valleys. A different story though over northern Scotland. I think we're going to find some more persistent rain edging a little bit further southwards, but probably no further south than the Great Glen. Underneath that cloud in the north, no problems with temperatures there. But further south, underneath the cloud breaks, we could see the temperature getting as low as 3 Celsius, so that could lead to one or two touches of ground frost in any favoured hollows overnight. Moving ahead to tomorrow, that high still with us in the south, those weather fronts in the north. So it's in the north that we're going to find the cloud and the patchy drizzly rain, but I think even so that'll be moving away northwards, tending to die away through the day. Over Northern Ireland, England and Wales, a very similar sort of day to the one that we've seen today. The best of any brightness is going to be to the east of high ground on the eastern side of the Pennines, but once again here I think you'll probably find the wind a fairly blustery affair. But it's going to be a very mild day right the way across the country again tomorrow. Looking ahead to Friday then, and we'll find this weather front just edging south and eastwards across the country, but with that high pressure close by, it's going to turn into a very weak affair. So it'll start off with that cloud and rain in the far northwest, fairly strong southwesterly winds up here. The cloud and rain edging southwards, but it's going to be petering out all the time. By the time it gets over northern England, probably hardly any rain left at all. So no rain at all, I'm afraid, for southern parts of the British Isles. Certainly very mild ahead of that band of rain, but it will be turning somewhat colder behind it, somewhat brighter weather coming along with 1 or 2 showers in that strong 2 gale force southwesterly wind. So not too bad a day in the south again, but we will find that colder air edging a little bit further south. Here's the summary then for the next 24 hours. That's all from me. Good night.
If you care what you watch and what you read, get the Radio Times. An actress in demand, Zoe Wanamaker on the many roles in her varied career. Meet the shark that's shy. Megamouth gives Radio Times a very definite no comment. And as the competitors gather in Albertville, Radio Times sets the scene for the BBC's extensive coverage of Winter Olympics '92 with a stunning 6-page preview of this fortnight of great sporting action. Radio Times is, of course, the complete all-channel guide. And with its superb film section and outstanding background features, you'll discover the easy and the smart way to plan ahead. The Radio Times, Magazine of the Year.
And Sports Night in 60 Minutes features a preview of the 16th Olympic Winter Games, highlights of the major FA Cup 4th round replays, and further coverage of the Masters Snooker from Wembley. Now on BBC One, Martin Gilbert presents the last in the series charting the life of Winston Churchill, covering the great statesman's life after the war until his death in 1965.